Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to actually review the PAC Cosmetics Spotlight Foundation, and this is kind of like a new launch. Actually it was launched before in their retail stores, but they didn't officially announce this launch until I guess March. So in March they launched this, and the day they launched this on their website, I kind of immediately went and got it, but due to the lockdown it didn't reach me, and now since the lockdown opened I went to the retail store and I got this. I ordered this one from PAC Cosmetics, but that order still it did not get delivered to me, so I went to the retail store by myself and got this one. You can get this on retail stores and on PAC Cosmetics website also, but this one is not available on NYKAA. So this foundation actually launches in 20 different shades, and I haven't tried any of PAC foundations. They have a HD foundation and I haven't tried that HD foundation, but I was very interested in trying this one out, and today's video is not going to be a first impression. I have already used this a couple of times and I have my full on review. So I'm going to be applying this and I'm going to talk you through what are the claims of this foundation, how it wears on my skin and everything else. So anyways, let's get started. So first for primer, I'm going to go in with this moisture primer from PAC. This is also from PAC. This is one of my favorite primers from them, honestly. I love this so much, and since I'm doing a PAC Cosmetics foundation review, so I just thought I should use their primers as well. So now my face is all primed, and PAC Cosmetics has a Spotlight Concealer as well. I do not have the Spotlight Concealer. I have the Take Cover Concealer, but I do not have the Spotlight Concealer. As far as I know, the Spotlight Concealer is also very creamy, blendable, and it has a good amount of coverage. So this foundation, as I said, comes in 20 different shades, and I am in the shade 11 Southern Beauty. So coming on to the packaging of this foundation is very beautiful, and it comes in this kind of like a cardboard box, and this retails for 1050 rupees. The foundation feels very heavy, it feels very luxe, and I'm really scared because the glass feels so heavy. I feel like I might break it. Anyway, I'm going to give a swatch of the shade, how it looks like on my hands. And as you can see, the foundation is very thin and it's very liquidy. So this is how it looks on my skin. The foundation, it's almost like a very creamy blendable formula, and it has this amazing moisture-like consistency to it. It's almost like a moisturizer. This is how it looks like after I blend this all out, and this shade is like a neutral kind of a shade. It's not too yellow toned and it's not too pink toned. Also it has this neutral kind of a tone to it. So I'm going to put on the foundation now, and I'm going to read out the claims as well of this foundation. So I'll take one pump of this foundation, and honestly I do not like to use a lot of foundation on my face. I just like to cover the bare minimum. That's just my choice, and that's just how I like my foundation to look. So the best way I feel like this foundation blends is that I like to apply this with my hands first. Just dab this like so. And according to PAC Cosmetics, this foundation has a very good coverage and it blends into the skin really well, which I can say is true because I really love how this blends into my skin. And now I know I feel I look a little clown-like, but it's going to come to really nice blend. So after this, after patting this into with my fingers, I like to take a sponge and I like to just blend this out really nicely. the main thing I like about this foundation is that it blends really beautifully into my skin, and it just gives a very natural coverage. It's not too heavy coverage of a foundation. I mean, it will just cover your imperfections a bit. You can definitely layer this foundation, I feel like, but yeah, it's not going to cover too much also. It leaves a very dewy skin-like finish, and that is my favorite part, or my favorite thing about this foundation, is that it looks very skin-like. Like after blending this foundation, you can see my foundation looks so skin-like, and you cannot even tell that I'm wearing a foundation or not. And I just used one pump and it covered all of my face, and this just looks so good on my skin. I really love how this foundation sits on my skin, and it just sets into the skin really well. I do not feel this slips and slides, but if you have oily skin, I would definitely recommend you setting this foundation. Since I have dry skin and I want my foundation to look very dewy, very skin-like, I tend to leave it just like this, and that's it. So I'm going to go in with my concealer now, and I'm going to take the Take Cover Concealer in Banana Split, and I'll just put this under my eyes. This is how my face looks after all of my base is done. Also, I used all of PAC products. I used the PAC Moisture Lotion, I used the PAC Take Cover Concealer, and this PAC Spotlight Foundation. Also, one major thing I love about this foundation is that anything you blend on top of this foundation just looks so seamless. It doesn't even look like makeup. Like even if I apply a liquid blush, a liquid highlighter, a liquid contour, everything just melts into my skin really well. And that is one of the major things I see whenever I'm buying a foundation, is that I want other products to blend really nicely into my skin and into the foundation. Really, I just want it to look very skin-like again. So yeah, this one has been one of my almost best foundations. So I'm going to do my full face, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the foundation. So I'm done applying all of my makeup, and this is how my skin looks right now. I know I applied a lot of blush. I am loving the whole too much blush vibes right now. But anyway, this is how my skin looks. I did not apply any highlighter because I just wanted the natural foundation glow to peek through. That is why I did not apply any highlighter, and you can see the foundation just looks very dewy, and all of the products blended out really beautifully on the skin. I used all the products I used were powder products. I used a powder bronzer and I used a powder blush. So you can see there wasn't any patchiness. The foundation didn't grab onto any powder products. So I'll also leave all the foundation shades I am in Maybelline, L'Oreal, and so on, so that it's easier for you guys to check out my foundation shades and match yours, seeing all that shades. So I'll leave a bunch of shade names down below, so you can check out the description box if you want to know similar shades of foundation. So I'll show how my skin looks in natural light, because I have a ring light and you may not see how my skin looks in natural light, but I can say everything looks very beautiful, very blended. Obviously I kind of applied lashes and it kind of looks dramatic, my makeup kind of looks dramatic, but you can apply this foundation with your fingers. I have done that. You can apply this with your fingers and you can blend this out in your skin and call it a day. It's just that it's just that effortless foundation that blends really beautifully in your skin. And if you want to layer this foundation to give you that coverage, you can get that too. Honestly, it's kind of one of my best foundations right now, because in summers I want that dewy skin, but I also don't want my foundation to slip and slide. That's the thing I don't like about dewy foundation, is that it slips and slides. but this foundation doesn't do that at all. It doesn't slip and slide, it just stays intact with the skin, and as time passes on, this foundation looks more beautiful on the skin. That is one of the main thing I like about this foundation, is that it, as like, you know, as you're going through your day wearing this foundation, this looks more beautiful. And I would definitely say that the wear time of this foundation is, for me, is almost like 6 to 7 hours. After that I kind of get a little dewy around this area, but as I said, it wears really beautifully on the skin. Oily skin, I would definitely recommend you using a compact powder and set the foundation, because I'm pretty sure this is not a matte foundation, but it's going to look amazing on your skin. And if you are someone who is looking for a very skin-like foundation that glides into your skin and just looks seamless, I would definitely recommend this PAC Spotlight foundation. The price is a little on the higher side considering it's PAC, but the foundation formula is so beautiful that I can look past the price, and I can say that you will love if you buy this foundation. This is one of my favorites, and I have a lot of foundations. So anyways, that was my review on this foundation. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please definitely don't forget to check out all of my other contents. I do makeup and skincare, and I love you all so much. I'll see you in my next video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye bye.